are live with the community. This is the Microsoft 365 and Power Platform Development Bi-Weekly Call. Today is April 25th. Oh my goodness, where did this month go? We are so excited. My name is David Warner, and I am your host today from Microsoft. We have got a fantastic call lined up for everyone today. We're going to get the latest updates on the community, some PNP.NET library updates, PowerShell, Microsoft Teams Toolkit. We're going to talk about some samples, plenty of samples, script samples, team samples, Power Platform samples. And then, of course, everyone's favorite time, together mode. That's my own sound effects because I didn't get to hook my screen back up. So then we're going to move into some amazing presenters of the day. We have got 3 brand new presenters, everybody. So we're going to show them some amazing community support. Sunil is here to talk about leveraging AI prompts and Power Apps, Power Automate, and Copilot. Shiv is here to talk about how to build MS Teams HR bot with Power Automate and SharePoint. And Sai is here to talk about extending Copilot using Copilot Studio. So we are excited for these 3 first-time presenters. But first, let's talk about some resources. So we have got a bunch of community videos that are available to you in our fantastic community YouTube account. We've got LinkedIn groups and pages for discussions that you can continue to follow and collaborate on. We've got open source tooling and projects, plenty of those. And then I mentioned some sample galleries. We still got even more team samples, SPFX samples, list formatting samples, and of course, our Power Platform samples. Do you need to remember all these links? Oh no, you just got to remember one amazing link. That's aka.ms/community/home. And that's going to give you access to all of our amazing and awesome resources that are available to you for free, by the way. And what does that look like? You may be thinking, it looks a little different now. Well, we did a refresh. So special thanks to Stefan Bauer and Hugo Bernier. Hugo built it in Hugo, so that's the only reason he accepted. No, I'm just kidding. Hugo's great. But we've got a fresh new look. Check it out. Again, ak.ms/community/home. It's looking great, everybody. Let us know if you find any issues because we want to make sure it's the best possible site for you. Of course, you're here because you like community calls. We do too. And we got more for you. So each week, we've got our Microsoft 365 and Power Platform community call. Now, this is special because it includes those Microsoft-only speakers that comes directly from the mothership in Microsoft. And you're going to hear from those product managers, program managers about all the newest, latest, and greatest exciting features. We've got our monthly Power Platform call. We've got our Office add-ins call. And, of course, we've got our bi-weekly and sibling Microsoft 365 and Power Platform community call, which you're on now, just in case you didn't know, and Viva Connections and SharePoint Framework, which is going to be next week. By the way, that's going to be live from Orlando. So on that call, we are going to have the weekly call, which is going to be live as well. So that Microsoft only call, it's going to include Kathy, Fabian, and Dwayne talking about a variety of amazing Microsoft technologies. And we are going to have a live broadcast of this from a room, a real room, everybody, not our own individual rooms. You can join it. So if you're going to be in Orlando, then make sure you check out the schedule or hit up Vesa and I. We will absolutely be there, and we would love to have you in the room. Together mode will be awesome. It'll be like a hybrid of in-person and together mode. It'll be epic. Don't want to miss out. We've done this before, and it's a wonderful, wonderful experience. So check it out. Now, if you want to present on one of these calls, we absolutely welcome you. This is not some special invite-only opportunity. And you may be thinking, well, I don't have enough to share. I guarantee you have enough to share. We have amazing people like you creating amazing things in the community. Don't overthink it. Doesn't need to be what makes time travel possible. It just needs to be something you're passionate about. And I guarantee others will find value in it. So fill out that request, ak.ms/community/request/demo, and we'll get back to you. Now, I tell you what, everybody, finally, we have got a sample contributor session scheduled for Sharing is Caring. It is back. It is back. Guess who's back? Sharing is Caring is back, everybody. So check out the Power Platform and M365 samples contributor. It is scheduled for May 20th at 9:30 a.m. Pacific time. If you go to ak.ms/sharingiscaring, you can get access. It's set up as a webinar, and we would love to see you there. It's the day before build, so start getting everything set up so that you can start building. See what I did there? Play on words. I know. I'm crazy. So check it out. ak.ms/sharingiscaring. And then once you do, well, guess what? We've got our community recognition program here. This is a program that's set up to recognize all the amazing work that you're doing. It showcases your contributions. It's powered by Credly, so you get those accredited badges. It is absolutely free. We'll track contributions across multiple repos and things that you're doing in the community, like presenting on this call, and we will award you a badge. And in fact, we've been working on a new badge. I'll give you a little sneak peek. How does a multiverse badge sound? Ooh, diverse. It is something that is going to be awesome, recognizing you for contributing to multiple repositories. So you definitely want to take advantage of that. Get signed up if you haven't already. All you got to do is opt in for free. And again, we'll take it from there. All right, let's move into our project-specific updates, and we're going to start out with .NET Libraries and Bert.
Awesome. Thank you, David. For the .NET side, a couple of updates. First of all, thank you, Gautam, for bumping to the latest Microsoft Identity.client package. I think GitHub was very persistent in having us do that, so for good reasons, because there were some security concerns with it. So we did that. Then on the framework side, Nathan Swanet did some work on the configure on-premises context. So we don't support SharePoint on-prem, but we have still some bits in there. So some people apparently use it on-prem, and they've made the small change, so all fine with that. But we officially don't really support that. And how Cruz did a fix in their app manager code when it kind of has some issue with retrying requests when the first request doesn't really work well. On the core SDK side, the last change to kind of highlight there is that, as you might know, we have retired Azure ACS authentication, and we have an assessment tool that helps you figure out which ACS principals are on your tenant, etc. And for that one, we had an issue where that if you create an Azure AD application directly using Azure AD and then use app.inf to grant it permissions, that one was missed by the previous code. So that's fixed now. So we have a full discovery there. And yeah, I think that's it then. From my side, over to PowerShell with Gautam. Thank you all,
Awesome.
folks.
Thank you, Bert. Got him.
Thanks, David. Thanks, Bert. PNP PowerShell updates. So for those of you who don't know, PNP PowerShell is a PowerShell module that you can use to connect to different various M365 services like SharePoint, Teams, Planner, and lots more. So what's the latest in the nightly builds? We have a minor security update. We have bumped the MSAL version to the latest one. Besides that, we improved the managed identity authentication support. So there was some issues when you used managed identity with PNP provisioning engine. So we fixed that. We also added certain improved commands for vanity domain tenants. So the usual tenants contain .sharepoint.com, but then there are certain tenants which are vanity domain. So in those tenants, PNP PowerShell didn't work nicely. So we fixed that. And we also improved the Get PNP user profile property to better handle exceptions. What else? I would absolutely love to hear from you. So do reach out to us on GitHub issues as well as on the discussion forums. Thanks. Over to you, David.
Excellent. Thank you, got him. All right, let's move into Microsoft Teams Toolkit as PowerShell flies away. John Miller, take it away.
Thanks, David. I see I've made a stupid mistake on this slide and it's all formatted funky. So sorry about that. But Teams Toolkit for VS Code 5.7, there's a pre-release for that. So there's a couple new things in there. Some new templates. There's some new features for API-based MEs, like adding auth support. So that's been a well-requested feature. So you can check that out. It's in the template now. There's some new templates for creating custom copilots. So basically a way to implement RAG using the Teams AI library. And there's some new samples for that. And I've done some videos on that recently on the YouTube channel, so you can check those out. And there's a 17.10 preview for the VS extension. And that's basically kind of a re-architecture of how we organize projects in the solution. So there's a new project type for that. It makes it a lot easier to add other projects to your solution. Before, you had to just keep one project for Teams Toolkit, and that was pretty annoying. So we're working on how we handle multi-projects in those solutions. And some things we're working on, more custom Copilot stuff with the Teams AI library, some continuing improvements for side loading. And one big feature area we're looking at is how do you add new capabilities to your app after you scaffold with Teams Toolkit? This is if you've used it for a while, you may remember there used to be add feature. Now it's a pretty manual process. So this is a top feedback item. So I'm thinking about how we can improve that. So if you want to chat with me or share any feedback, there's a link there, TTK chat. Otherwise, thanks.
Excellent stuff, John. Thank you so much. Let's move into script samples with Mr. Paul Bullock.
Thank you, David. So Script Samples is a place where you can share your scripts with the community. So PowerShell. So this would be Microsoft Graph PowerShell, PNP PowerShell, SPA Management Shell, CLI for M365, and many, many more. So we have no new samples or scenarios this time, and we have been battling a small issue with Edge Defender, which now has been resolved, thankfully. So we're all back running again. But we do have some new badges that we've released. So.
Yeah.
Love those sound effects, David. Keep going. They're awesome. So we've got 1, 2, 3 star badges for you for 2024. So when you contribute once, I think it's 1, 3, and 5. I can't remember off the top of my head, but we've got these little levels where if you contribute a certain amount, then you get a sort of a greater badge for your contributions as a way of saying thank you for everything that you do for the program. So thank you very much. But make sure that if you are a candidate for these badges, make sure you opt in, because that's important for us to know where to associate those badges to. But if you need any help with contributing, I've got a number of articles on the site, or even a PowerShell script to help you scaffold out the sample. Then please reach out to me, and I'll be more than happy to help you on your journey. But thank you very much for those that have contributed in the past. Absolutely awesome. The site's growing nicely, so thank you very, very much. And back to you, David.
Excellent. Thank you, Paul. Yeah. And friends, those are easy badges to get. So we all have those utility scripts. Paul's a great guy. Reach out, contribute. I guarantee it'll be worth your time. Okay. And our last but not least is our Power Platform samples. This is Gomo and April have contributed 2 amazing samples, Podcast Copilot and Lead Request templates. So definitely go check those out. You can see all of them at ak.ms/Power Platform samples. All right, everybody, get those cameras on. It is time for Together Mode. That was a camera, by the way. Yeah, I know. I'm like almost machine with my sound effects. Vesa will take over the screen.
Is it already time? It is time for that. It is. So let's see how pixelated we are today. Oh, we are pixel perfect. This is really, really cool. Sharp, sharp, sharp. We're not yet recording. We'll start recording in a second. Let's wait a few more people to join in. We do have 50 seats in a room. That is still the maximum in the Together Mode in Microsoft Teams. I'm hearing rumors that we might have actually more options in the future, but not yet. So let me actually enable the recording on the right screen. Still people getting in and being happy people. I guess that's maxed out the room. So let's actually put the recording on, and 3, 2, 1, and let's do some hand waving, everybody. Thank you for joining. Awesome to see you here. Hopefully some of you will be in Orlando next week at the Microsoft 365 conference, community conference, or European Collaboration Summit within a few weeks. Awesome. Excellent. Pixel perfect today. This is really, really cool. Excellent stuff. We'll share that in a social media pretty soon. Woohoo! David, back to you.
Awesome. Thank you from the Finland studios, my friend. Okay, well, it is time for our 3 hat trick presenters of the day, because they are brand new and we are going to show them a ton of support. Let's kick it off with Sunil, who's going to cover leveraging AI prompts in Power Apps, Power Automate, Copilot. Sunil, take it away.
Okay, thank you so much, David and team, for giving me this opportunity. First of all, thank you so much for joining in 200 plus odd beautiful people. My name is Sunil Kumar. I am also known as Power Trainer. Here are some of the Twitter and LinkedIn handles. Feel free to reach me out. Today, we are going to talk about AI prompts. And please do remember, I am on a stopwatch of David, so I do not have much of the sweet time with me today. So I'll just try to contain myself with a lot of other things, and will be pinpoint towards how to leverage AI prompts within Power Apps, Power Automate, and Copilots. So now, first of all, we'll just go through what exactly AI prompt is. AI prompt is basically a combination of instruction and context. Please do remember, whenever we give an instruction to any of the AI to get some of the expected outcome, it won't be in line with what we expect until we give a proper context to it. Now, keeping that in mind, Microsoft has already given us some of the, by default, out of the box created AI prompts features, right? First of all is the classification of text. Second is sentiment. We will actually see how these work as well. So that's why I'm not going to describe these. Rewriting the content, summarizing the information, extracting a specific set of information, drafting a response, right? Very key point here is GPT prompt currently leverage 3.55 turbo model, right, of Azure OpenAI services. And one of the main thing is, whenever we add any of the prompt, it is not available to any of the customer. It is not available to even OpenAI. Microsoft does not use our AI prompts to improve or do any changes within the product, right? even these are not being used by OpenAI to improve anything on their end, right? Quickly, one other thing, where it is all available right now, right? From the general availability concept, there are a couple of regions where it is available. Now, apart from those regions where it shows star, it is available, but for those regions, the data movement across regions has to be enabled, right? Now, coming back to the actual, how it looks like from where we can actually access, right? I'll just quickly go to, okay, so here we go, AI Hub. If you do not see this, click on more, you will see AI Hub. If you click on it, you will directly land into all the AI builder activities, all the AI builder capabilities. We have AI models, AI prompts here, document automation. I click on AI prompts. Hence, I would be able to see all the prompts which are available. Now, here we have some of the AI prompts which I have extracted or I have added from the PowerCat shared ones, but there are some of the prompts which are created from the Microsoft, 6 of them, and then on top of it, we also can go ahead and create. I will quickly show you how one can go ahead and create. Other ones, how we have utilized in Power Apps, we will quickly see that also. So this is the one, check grammar, spelling, and correct it. This is the prompt which I have created custom. It's a very simple thing. Please check and correct the grammar and spelling of the input text AI prompt. This is my variable. I have already declared that variable, right? This is my input. If you see here, this is my input variable. For example, now, as soon as we create any of the AI prompt, custom prompt, definitely we need to test that, right? For testing the prompt, just click here, test it. Based on that, okay, 1 second. The UI has been changed a bit. Okay, so this is how we create a prompt. I will show you the actual usage as well. Now, we'll go back to the Power Apps, and here we have the application which I have created. We are not using PowerPoint, though we love the Power, but we are not using PowerPoint here today. So let me have something like, let's say I love the new laptop. Just give a quick, even we have the capability of drafting with Copilot, right? So I'll just quickly type on and click on AI sentiment. It says that the result is positive. The sentiment can be categorized in positive, negative, neutral. So that's where we are getting the positive as an output from here. Let's say I want to use the response prompt, right? I will also show you how I have actually added all these within this, right? Thank you. So it understands and give a proper response to the one, right? If I click on AI classify, it understands. So right now my classification categories are hardware, software, and neutral. So here it actually understands, okay, something related to hardware is here. So that's where it is able to give me a positive output, which is with respect to the input which we have given. AI extract. So this particular AI model helps us in extracting different key value pairs from here. Now, I had to define like what exactly I need from here. For me, I want to extract all the names from the input text. For example, if I click on AI, so it will give me a JSON. Based on that JSON, I can always go ahead and use and fetch the respective required information. Now, I want to understand, or I want to have a summarizing thing. Let's take something from here. Okay, I'll just add a little bit more details. Summarize in bullet points and in short, right? If I click on summarize, it will try and summarize it in the bullet points, right? It adds a little bit of language enhancement also in this. Now I'll just do one another thing, the last one. I will change some of the text here to understand whether the AI would understand the missed spellings or not, right? If I click on this, it is running it. I hope I hope demo gods are with me today. Please. Okay, something is taking time. Let's switch on. So similarly, how we have plugged in the Power Apps, in the similar way, we can plug it in the Power Automate also. I'll not go showing the similar example on here. I will actually show you how we have done it now. So let me quickly go back to my Power Apps in the edit mode. So this is my Power App screen. First of all, you have to be in the same environment where the AI prompts has been added, or if it is talking about I'm talking about the custom ones. The other ones, the by default ones, out of the box ones are available throughout your different environment as well. So feel free to use that. But if any of the custom prompt is created in a specific environment, please go into that environment. And when I click on Power Apps, so basically, first thing first, I need to go to data source and add all these AI models here, AI prompts models here. As soon as I add it, how do I search it? It's simple. Just search for AI. It will show you. As I've already added, it's not showing me these, but it will show you, and feel free to add it from there. AI sentiment. What I am doing here is, this is my input label, right? Text input app. And this is my label I have created for app. Just giving a random names here. I know I'm not following the standards, naming standards, but let's go with it. Thank you so much for bearing with me. Now, if I click on AI sentiment, this thing is all the fluff. You don't worry about that. This is the meat here. Update context. I am updating the var, a local variable which I have created. What I'm updating here is the AI sentiment. This is the model I'm kicking in here, and then predict the text input app dot text. So whatever text I have it in this input, I just want to go ahead with that. And whatever the text I get as a result of this sentiment, I am passing back to the var result, and the var result shows here. So this is how simple it is to plug any of the AI prompt within the Power Apps. Keep in mind, these are premium ones, right? So if these are premium ones, automatically the Power App becomes a premium app. For that, there is a whole different story of licensing, but definitely we need to take care of that. However, it happens in the similar way for Power Automate also. Now, I am a bit lazy in just a minute. I have mistakenly unshared. Let me know once it is showing up again to you.
It's back up. Yep, you're all good.
Okay, thank you. Thank you so much. So this is the Power Automate which I have created. This is a Power Apps triggered Power Automate. Right? It's an instant one. So Power Apps Premium does take care of all the licenses required in this particular case. Right? So what I have done here is, from the Power Apps, I'm getting a couple of variables, the button which is clicked and the input text. So this is what I'm getting from here. I'm initializing a random final variable as of now. Based on the button clicked, I am switching it up. I'm switching the case. And if it is AI sentiment, right? And then I am using the prompt here as, so this is the prompt which you can find, create text with the GPT using prompt. And there we have to go ahead and select all the prompts which are available and which one we want to use. So based on that prompt, I'll give the input text. As it runs, I will set the output of the ChatGPT action to my final variable. So in the same way, I am switching based on the button clicked and using the exact prompt, set the same variable, passing it back to the Power Automate. How do we? So this is how the Power Automate we can leverage it. In the similar way, this is also one of the way how you can use it in the Copilot. You can always use the Copilot triggers here, but there are plugins also where you can directly use the prompts as well. So there are two other ways how you can add it in the Copilot, using the Copilot also. Okay, I think this is what I wanted to share today. And I'm Sunil Kumar, again known as Power Trainer.
Excellent stuff. I really love the implementation and using the Power Apps to kind of show as a pseudo PowerPoint. Very, very creative. Been seeing a lot of that lately. And especially love just the multifunction of your app there in your sample, how you can use it for so many things, not just one or the other. So excellent work, Sunil. Thank you so much.
Thank you so
Okay,
much.
let's move on to our second presenter of the day. Shiv is here to talk about how to build MS Teams HR bot with Power Automate and SharePoint. More together, better together stories. So feel free to take on over.
Yeah, thanks, David. First of all, hi everyone. It's great to be honored to showcase one of the use case, that is HR chatbot, which is built in Microsoft Teams and SharePoint. So before we deep down into the demo,
are you sharing yet? I don't see anything yet.
Yeah, I'm sharing my screen.
Okay.
Oh.
Ooh, there we go. Maybe it's just a little slow.
Yeah. Okay. Is it visible now?
Yep. Got it. Throw it into presentation mode, and you are on your way.
Yeah. Perfect. Yeah.
There you go.
So, yeah. So before we start, I just want to acknowledge that I have spoken few events, but today mark my first demo speaking event in Microsoft CSI community. I'm here to share my passion and knowledge. I want to acknowledge that I'm not expertise, and like you guys, you have like so much experience. So if I do any mistake or overlook something, so kindly ignore, and I appreciate your patience and understanding. I am Shiv Sharma. I'm experienced Microsoft professional. I worked in Microsoft 365, Power Platforms, SharePoint. I worked in client-side coding, REST API, React.js. So I just quickly start with this team chatbot, which is built in Microsoft Teams and SharePoint. So basically, this is a chatbot where you need to you get all the information such as employee names, leave balance, PL, CL, your recognitions total, everything, right? So I will quickly showcase you the demo. So this is our chatbot where we can integrate in Teams. So we have just write _get, then followed by the username. So let's say I want to get Charles data, right? So we just quickly enter _get and username. So what it will do, it will go in your database and it will get the data from your SharePoint, right? So here like Charles is the username and the band E8, Dyson is SharePoint developer. Number of days he is present in office like 19. Days absent 3, leave balance 23, remaining casual leaves are 15, remaining PL are 8, total recognition are 6, right? So we can get all data like this. _get Michael. It will fetch the data and it will show the other user data. Whole information like this. So I will quickly show you the flow, how it's working, how it's triggering, right? So as you can see, this flow will trigger when a new chat message is added. So what we are doing is initially we initialize variables. So this variable we are initialize for the Teams message which we are typing. So whenever we type any message, so we first need to initialize, and after that we need to extract name. So let me quickly showcase you. We will trigger this flow manually. So as once we trigger it manually, it will wait for a trigger. Sorry. So here we come and we are triggering the flow manually. _get James and we press enter. So once we press enter, our flow will trigger. I hope this is the flow. Wait, let me check the flow. Right. So this is the flow. I want to show you the body of the message and how we are parsing the data. So here we are getting the data. You can see output, right? So here in output, this is the whole output, but we do not need this whole output. We just need body, and inside body, we need plain text. That is one other body, and then this is a plain text that we ask our query, right? get gems. So for that we need to parse the whole message. So for that we need to get the username. So we are parsing the JSON here. You can see here we get all the body. Inside body we have another body, that is this particular section, and here we are getting this plain text. So one more time we have to parse it. So we are parsing one more time here, and here we get the body after parsing it, right? So this is our message, right? So we are setting it in this variable. After that, now we are checking, because each and every flow will not trigger on the each and every input. So we are validate it. Once it validate, it will check whether it be a valid user or not. So we are validating here, and after that we are just hitting get items, which is used for SharePoint items and all. So here we are getting the data, and after that we are using apply to each and post same message in the chat, right? So this is all about this Teams chatbot, which is built in Microsoft Teams and Power Automate. Thank you.
Very, very cool stuff. Shiv. Very, very useful. Obviously, you'd be using that within HR so that they can get a quick look at everything. Obviously, you got to be careful in the real world where you're sharing kind of some of that personal data, but I really like it. It looks like your test users are all going on vacation with one another, the same number of days. So we'll have to get some photos from that amazing time they had. Okay. This is going to take us to our last presenter of the day. Sai is going to show us extending Copilot using Copilot Studio. So feel free to take on over there, Sai, and take it away.
Thank you so much, David. I'm so excited to do my first presentation of the lot that is going to come in the future. Hope you guys can see my screen.
Yeah, it is loaded. Looks like you're just between desktops right now. There you go. Throw that into presentation mode, and you are on your way.
Yeah. So I'm Srinivasan. I have like 20 years of experience, 20 years of industry experience, and I'm currently like managing Microsoft practice in Eversoft. And quick introduction about our organization. I mean, Eversoft is a digital transformation strategy company based out of Bluebell, Pennsylvania, and we are like solutions partners, CSP, and Microsoft funding partners. So for this particular demo, what I'm going to show here is like, I mean, we have created a bot that is extended using like Microsoft Copilot that integrates with a bunch of other SaaS platforms like ServiceNow, Jira, Salesforce. And it also uses like Azure OpenAI when needed. And we have also like integrated that with WillowUp for sending out one-time passwords and other stuff. So here we are going to see like 3 use cases, and all these 3 use cases are primarily built for augmenting IT help desk people, right? I mean, as we all know, like, I mean, IT help desk is a place like where they will get like bunch of password resets on a daily basis, and then like I want access to this software, that software, etc. So what we have done is like, I mean, we have created an automated self-service bot that will help users to ask whatever that they need. Say if they want to do a password reset, they can ask the bot. The bot is going to like get your information, like I mean, like the email, and then it is going to do the password reset. It is going to generate a temporary password, and it is going to send that temporary password to the manager, who is actually, I mean, to the manager who is of the person who is requesting this particular password, and then it is his responsibility to actually like send it to that particular user. Right, so that is one of the use case. The other use case is the software asset management, where you request a software access, and it connects to the Intune, Microsoft Intune, to actually provision the software using the workflow process configured. And the last is going to be the normal KB summarization piece of it. So I'll quickly jump into the demo of this 3 use cases. Hope you can still like see my screen.
Yep, all good.
Okay, so we have created this bot. We have named it as ServiceNow bot because it's going to be a IT admin service desk kind of a bot. So we have named it. First, I'm going to go do a password reset. I'm just going to type in saying that pwd reset. It's going to ask me a follow-up question saying that, do you mean by like, what do you mean by this password reset? I mean, it will add like more context to this. Okay. Right. So do you need a password reset? I'll say yes. Then it'll ask me like, I mean, for whom I'm doing the password reset. I'll say like Jennifer Lee at test. And this is one of the test account that I have. Once I did that, it actually like connected Twilio, and then it sends a OTP to her mobile number. And once I've received that OTP, let me key in the OTP 717248. Once I submit this, it'll actually like send the temporary password to my since I'm a manager, it'll actually like send a password, temporary password to my account. Let me show you that email. So this is the temporary password that I got. As soon as I hit on that, so it does a reset password and then it creates a temporary password and then it sends this to us. So we can say like, I mean, is your query resolved? Yes, our query is resolved here. So I'm just going to say yes, and then it'll say like, it'll give you a thank you message. So this is one of the use case. The second use case that I'm going to show is like access for a particular software. So I need software access for Microsoft Power Apps. So it takes my request and then it prompts me like a set of follow-up questions, right? So first it'll ask me like, I mean, this is what you're asking for. I said need to yes. Then for whom it is asking, whether it is for myself or for another person I'm asking, I'm going to give it as myself here. And then it'll ask like, when do you want to start? When do you want to provision this, right? What is the start date for the provisioning this? And then it'll ask for what is the end date, till when you want to have this access. I'm going to say some date here as July 31st. And then once I submit, it'll ask me like, I mean, why do you need this detail? Why do you need this access? I'm going to say that I need perhaps for building invoice application. Sorry, for managing invoices. For managing invoices. Okay, once I submit this, so I'm going to say that the software provisioning process has been initiated. So in the background, what it does is like, it actually like does two things. One is like it sends an email notification to the requester. And the second is like, it'll actually like trigger the workflow we have configured using Intune. And then what it does is like, it first goes and checks whether that particular person, whoever is requesting it, has a proper license assigned to this, license assigned, or he has a right authentication to actually like use this particular application. If that authentication is not there, then his manager will be like notified for approval. And once that approval is done, the software will be like provisioned through the Intune itself. So this is the second use case that we have created. And the last use case is primarily the basically the KB article summarization. So we have our knowledge base across like multiple applications. So here we are primarily like using the ServiceNow knowledge base and the SharePoint knowledge base. So those are two things that we are actually like using here. So for this, I'm going to say that I have an issue. I'll just say like I have an issue. I'm not giving any context. So what the Copilot will does is like, it'll ask you for more context. So at that time, what I need to do is like, I need to provide that with some more context saying that, okay, So I have an issue while installing VPN in my laptop. Okay. So once I give OK here, it actually goes and finds the if there is any relevant articles that are available in ServiceNow and SharePoint. It summarizes those articles and then it displays at a set of the things that you need to do to resolve this particular issue. So it gives you the knowledge base along with the link to the knowledge base, right? We can say, I mean, do you have any more queries in the solution provided? I can say like no. And then I'll ask, I mean, it'll ask like, I mean, is your issue is resolved, right? So depending on whether your issue is resolved or not, you can take a decision on that. If I say that if my issue is not resolved, then it'll ask for some more follow-up questions, right? And then finally, like, I mean, if I don't have anything, it is going to create a ServiceNow ticket, right? So I'm just going to say like my issue is not resolved. Do you want to provide feedback to serve you better? I'll say like no for now. Okay, then it will say like it has created an incident in ServiceNow, and it has created that as a critical incident along with the incident ID and everything. Once it gives OK, I mean this particular it will respond with thank you, and then it closes the conversation. So that's all for the demo, and thank you so much for giving me this opportunity to demonstrate what we have done.
That is really, really cool. So I love the multifaceted benefits there that we have of that. So really good job on that. Appreciate you sharing that with the community. So there's been some questions in the chat, if you will, around whether or not these are available as samples. So I'll work with the presenters to see if there's an opportunity for those to be put into our repositories for samples for the Power Platform community and M365 community. So stay on the lookout for that, everybody. Now, I can't guarantee you we didn't get to discuss it prior, and it may be just something in their company. So, but we'll see what we can do to get those available. So again, thank you, Sunil, Shiv, and Sai, 3 first-time presenters. Woo! The crowd goes wild. Woo! Yay!
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. That was really cool. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Excellent.
Thank you.
Excellent job, everybody. So we really appreciate you sharing your passion and your technology with the community. Great job again. Let's show them our support and appreciation, everybody in the chat. So let's wrap up this call. We have our Discord server. We're part of the Cool Kid Club now within the community. This is a great opportunity to get connected to others in the community, by the way, everybody, because it's kind of a one-stop shop, right? There's a lot of topics and themes and categories all in one location for you to be able to chat with members of the team and members of the community about. It is absolutely free, so don't hesitate to go get signed up. I think we got a number of maybe 1,900 now, over that maybe. So we'll have to double check, but lots of opportunity. 1,948. Thank you, Vesabot. See, he's amazing. That's why I pay the premium for Vesa, the licensing. Okay, let's talk about some feedback. Perhaps you might have something to say to us. We would love it to be positive, but if you think that there's improvements that we can make, please don't hesitate to fill out this form. If you've already filled it out, please let us know that you're still liking things, because it really helps our management see that there is value in these calls and that you would like to see them continue. So definitely go fill that out, and we would appreciate it. And last but not least, the recording will be available in 24 hours on the Microsoft 365 and Power Platform Community YouTube channel. You can subscribe today at ak.ms/community/videos. Please go do that, because you will be alerted as soon as the video drops. You will see in the Teams chat that the video is ready for download, and it will not be, because you're not a Microsoft employee, unless you're a Microsoft employee, but most of you are not. So please go sign up, and we will make sure that you're alerted as soon as it's available. You can also follow us on Twitter or LinkedIn and get those updates immediately as well. We always socialize when the new video is out. The next Microsoft 365 and Power Platform bi-weekly call, 2 weeks from today, May 9th at 7 a.m. The next Viva Connection SharePoint Framework, May 2nd. Again, that's going to be live from Orlando at the Microsoft 365 Community Conference. So definitely be there if you can. We would love to see as many in the room as possible. It'd be a great opportunity. It's always a lot of fun to do it live. All right. Thank you, everybody, for attending today. You're the best part of our community. We appreciate everything you do. Have a wonderful rest of your week and a great weekend. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Thank you.